I sneak my husband's ex-wife into our home every morning whilst he's asleep. Part 2. Daniel came home late. I was half asleep when I heard him say something like, "You didn't have to wait up." I thought he was talking to me. He wasn't. When I walked into the kitchen, Lila was standing there barefoot, her hair damp, holding one of my plates. There was this heavy and awkward silence, and then she just smiled and said, "He forgot his lunch." It was literally 11 p.m. After she left out the front door, I expected Daniel to question me and probably lash out, but he acted like nothing happened. He just said, "You didn't tell me Lila's been struggling lately. You're so kind to her." Then he kissed my forehead and went to bed. I was bamboozled. The next morning, she showed up at the usual time, except this time she didn't go straight to the kitchen. She just sat at the table and stared at me. "You know," she said, "I used to think you pitied me, but now I think you like this." I asked her what she meant, and she smiled, saying, "This messed up situation, you like it." I didn't reply, because she's right. When she leaves, the house feels empty, not in the "I miss her" kind of way, more in the performance is over, so now I have nothing else to do kind of way. See, the truth is, I could have stopped this a long time ago. I could have told Daniel, or kicked her out, or changed the locks. But I didn't. Because when he eats her food and thanks me, when he calls me his favorite person, I feel something I haven't felt in years. Control. He's loving a lie that I designed, my version of her, and I get to take credit for all of it. But it takes no time before my little game is exposed, and I realize I may have been the experiment rather than the player. One Monday, I decided to end it. Not my life, just this arrangement. I waited until Lila came and told her I didn't want her coming over anymore. I told her I'd explain it to Daniel myself. She just looked at me, quiet, and nodded. Then she hugged me and said, "This is the right call. It was getting out of hand anyway." I was glad that she was supportive instead of angry or let down. And she didn't even try to put up a fight, which made everything easier for me because I had grown attached to her. That night, Daniel came home early. He brought flowers, my favorite ones. He set the table, wine, candles, everything. Like we were celebrating something. When I asked him what the occasion was, he simply said he just felt like this was the right time to celebrate. He then proceeded to tell me that lunch tasted very different today. This made me frown a bit, since I had ended things with Lila and had made this lunch myself. I was ready to tell him everything. The lies, the sneaking in, the little notes, but his next words left me entirely speechless. "Did Lila not come today?" he asked. The last part is posted.